Hi, my name is Kathleen Woodhouse. I'm the creator of Confidence KickStart and a graduate of Coach for Life. Now, last time we talked about the importance of planning a planning time. So hopefully you have found somewhere in your week that you've set aside to do some planning. And so maybe you're saying to yourself, well, yeah, I found some time, okay? Maybe I found 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour a week. But now what do I do, right? So that's what I want to talk about today, is what you can do in your planning time. Okay, so a lot of times I know my clients come to me and they're very overwhelmed with, what's not working, right? They're focused on things that aren't working in their life and things that they want to change. So one of the benefits of having a coaching session is that I point out things that clients are doing right, the things that are going well, and they can come to me each time with what's going right, what they're doing well, what they've accomplished, and that starts to build their self-confidence, which will help them each week as they continue moving towards their dream. So when you have that feeling of overwhelm and you have that planning time, you can do something, you can take a balance wheel and write down the different areas of your life that you're trying to balance. Okay, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's health, maybe it's the business, all the different areas of your life. So write them down and then just do a little evaluation. Give each one of those areas in your life a number of satisfaction. And then in your planning time, just choose one area, especially if you're only doing 20 minutes, okay? Just start with one area of your life. Choose one area that you want to focus on. And then think about the things that you have going for you in that area, okay? So what are the good things about it? And there's always something, even if it's the fact that you found that 20 minutes, okay? So think about what you have going for you. And then you can start thinking about where you want it to be and creating that big picture, that visualization. You can always use writing in your journal as a good way to, really get the ideas and really the juice of, what it is that you want in your life, okay? Because they want you to be excited about life, and that is going to help motivate you. If you're not excited for this, why are you going to do it? Why are you going to take the time and set that time aside when you're not even really crazy about it? So you've got to find that passion inside yourself, okay? Figure out what it is you want and really believe in it. And when you believe in it, everyone else around you is going to start believing in you too. But they're going to see that passion. But if you're excited about it, that's what matters the most, right? Because it's for you. So once you have, you have your idea, you have your time, and you've evaluated the different areas of your life, and you choose one area, then take that one area and just one aspect about that area, and then basically it's kind of like baking a cake, okay? And if you're going to give directions to somebody on how to bake a cake, you have to tell them from the beginning what they need to do, right? Maybe they need to gather the ingredients, and then maybe they need to mix them in a bowl, and then maybe they need to pour them into the pan, and then put the pan in the oven for a certain amount of time at a certain temperature, and then take it out, let it cool, and maybe frost it. And so you have steps, right? And I think most everybody's probably baked a cake. And if you were giving directions to somebody, you want to be very specific, right, about how to do that. And so that is what I want you to do in your planning time, okay? Is be very specific about what it is you're going to do. And so you take that one area and write out the steps. Don't just think them again. It's very important that you're writing this down. Write down the steps of what you need to do to get where you want to be. So you have this big vision, and you know where you're starting, you know what you have, and then write down the steps that you need to get there. And now some steps you might not know all of the details, you might need to learn more information, talk to somebody, but that's part of it, okay? That's part of the learning process, that's part of the journey. And so write down the steps that you know, the basic steps, and as detailed as you can. And then making sure that you put them in order, and if you need to renumber them, rewrite them, take this seriously. This is your life. So, that's how you want to handle it, is you can create whatever you want, but If you don't take it seriously, no one else will, okay? So it's about you, it's for you, and you're the one that's going to reap the benefits. So after you write the steps, take the first step and then break that down even further. So in my example of baking a cake, I said the first step would be gathering the ingredients, okay? So if I'm in my house and I already have, eggs and flour and sugar, whatever I need to bake a cake, or maybe it's a mix, maybe it's not from scratch, and so maybe I have that box and some oil, and so I have those ingredients on hand. But if I'm looking at that first step and I don't have the eggs and I don't have the box mix, I need to do something else, right? So I might need to go to the store. So I need to break that down even further. And I might need to get money out of the bank first, or, put money into an account, or, maybe there's something else, or maybe I need to put gas in the car to get to the store. So there's other steps that come up before we can actually, complete step one. Sometimes you have it all. But so that's what you want to do is, so you're going to list everything out that you need to do, and then just focus on step one first. Take step one and maybe write that on a separate piece of paper. Break down step one. What do I need to do to get to step one? And then from there, maybe you need to do that one more time. Take the step one of that breakdown and see if there's anything else that you need to do. Step one was really going to the store. Maybe you do need to get gas, and to get gas, you do need to, cash a check or something. So break it down even further, but write it down and be very specific about what it is you need to do, okay? And then, decide to yourself what, once you broke it down and you know what's first, decide, am I going to do that? There's that decision again, right? You need to decide and commit to that. So what is one thing that you can do to make your dream come true? What is one step you can take in the direction of making it happen? And so that is where you can start, because I know it can be very overwhelming at first, all these different things, but that's how you do it, and then you build on that. So start one step at a time, breaking things down, making it very simple, but most importantly, committing to that. And as you know, I love from the last video, putting that on your calendar. So whatever step one is, make sure that you're putting that on your calendar and you're committing to it and scheduling it just like any other meeting or important event, okay? So thanks for watching, and you can find out more on my website, KathleenWoodhouse.com. I'll see you next time.